Are there any characters? Are there any characters from these new releases you wish you could put in other continuities? Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, like you said, that's Hollywood's mo right now. They don't want to. They don't want to admit. Or Warner Brothers. Let's just pin it on Warner Brothers first. But Marvel's doing it too, and they did it with the Into the Spider or not Into the Spider Verse. Long Way or No Way Home. We don't want to admit that we're wrong. We don't want to break continuity, but we're going to pretend that we're listening to fans now. So we'll start bringing back all of these characters that they've been saying they wanted for decades, and we've just turned a deaf ear to because we're stupid. Suddenly they bring them back, but they put them in their garbage continuities. I will forever mourn the tragedy of finally bringing Michael Keaton back as Batman, and it was in Ezra Miller's freaking Flash movie. Not enough people are pissed off about that. People need to be constantly pissed off about that. Warner Brothers should face enormous sanctions, more than they did for that utterly failed film. But you know, the masses are just, I'll forgive you. Put out another one. You know? So, yeah, and I'd look up little clips just to see him in the costume again. I would never watch the movie. Don't care for that at all. But yeah, I'd look up a clip of William Dafoe as Goblin or something like that. I mean, the clip of Tobey Maguire is in the spider suit again. That was amazing. And how many people? I mean, it worked. Disney knew what they were doing. Disney, Sony, whatever, knew what they were doing. I mean, how many people said, yeah, I hear what you're saying, Prof, but I gotta go see it for Toby. He's my guy. Or Andrew Garfield, I gotta go see them if they're in it again. They knew what they're doing. They absolutely know what they're doing. They know how to suck people in. When it comes to geeks and geek franchises, they really are cocaine addicts. They can't say no. They cannot say no. They pretend that they say no, or they'll try to justify. It's just like talking to an addict. Well, I mean, I'm not a smoker anymore, but hey, you know, this was the situation here, and you know, I had to do that. You know, they've got a story or a justification for everything. So nothing makes me lose respect for people more. It's one thing if you're a Big Al, okay? If you're a Big Al and you're just like, oh, I'll find the good in everything. All right, you infuriate me, but at least you're consistent, right? You know, you're not a hypocrite, right? I can respect Big Al for being, you know, he's got some integrity at least in staying consistent to what he says and what he does. Infuriates me, but he's consistent. But so many people who pretend to be on the anti-woke train or whatever, and they just roll right into that, gotta give my ticket so I can know what's going on, drives me nuts.